All right, fantastic. Hey, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Please have a step. Please have a seat
Yes.
and watch your step.
Got it.
So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to welcome Miss Elizabeth Melson, the independent candidate for the Senate of Virginia, 28th District. Miss Melson, thank you for coming in.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yes.
It is wonderful to see you. Thank you so much for coming in. First off, as I often do, I could say, how has the day gone for you?
The day has been fantastic. I've had so many conversations. I've been all over the district. I had a very ambitious plan to make at least a third of the precincts, but I didn't quite make that. I did get to about 14 or 15 precincts, though, in the 7 counties that are in this district.
That's quite a trip you took today. So, real quick, we don't want to get too involved, but with this race, you're facing an incumbent in Bryce Reeves, and running as independent. How has that worked for you? What are your takeaways from this race?
Well, there's actually 3 candidates, Jason Ford and Bryce Reeves. And I ran because I'm truly an independent. I don't fit quite the box for either of the 2 main parties. And, I was told very early on that you can't lose by running. So acknowledging that, I may or may not win this time, but I am getting my ideas out there. I am talking to people. I'm building a base of, support. And I'll either continue serving the community and doing the things and the reform activities that I've been doing, tomorrow, or I'll be preparing legislation. So we'll see later
And
tonight.
that's a great way to look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a beginning.
Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah. And, I helped my friend who ran as a minor party candidate in 2017. And what I learned when we went door to door, they would ask, is he a Republican or a Democrat? And I would say, oh, he's neither. And they were like, oh, great, he's an independent. But then when you said, actually, he's with a minor party, they would be like, oh. So even then, there was a group of people that are really interested in people that, candidates that are truly independents. And so I took that knowledge when I decided that I wanted to step up to serve the community in a greater capacity. And I said I was going to do it as an independent. And I had people that were supportive of that. And I had people like my friend that I campaigned for that was very realistic about that.
Well, you made a great point, and again, it's a fantastic outlook. You can't lose, and I think that's a wonderful way to look at it because you're getting additional ideas out there, and which are important.
Yeah.
So what are some of you, as you're traveling around the districts today, what were some of your takeaways?
Takeaways are, actually people want to be civically engaged, but they don't always come to the polls as educated as they're not quite ready. So you can actually get votes by being there. Not everybody plans ahead. Not everybody does the research. So it is an opportunity to continue to campaign right up to literally the last minute.
Not a lot of people. There are very few people I find that do the actual research. I mean, people vote for different reasons,
Yeah.
and it's very seldom ever because they actually know the candidate or the issues. So
Yeah.
that's a good way to be. If you're at the polls and you can talk to them there, face to face is the best way to get the point across.
Yeah, I've learned a lot this time around. And, if I do it again, I know what I'll do next time. The main point is I would have started sooner because I didn't file to run until April 25th. And for a district as large as this one, I should have
Is there one thing
announced in
about,
November, started in January,
Right.
and kept going every weekend, every day I could.
is there one thing in particular about running that has surprised you more than anything else? Is it
Um, Not really. I mean, I knew it was going to cost money. I knew it was going to take volunteers. I mean, there's things that I don't know we want to
How
go
about the
into the weeds
time?
on. The time, yeah, it's a full-time job.
It is a
Yes,
full
yes,
time.
it could very
Yes.
easily be a full-time job, especially me. I was self-managed. I had volunteer advisors, but I'm my own campaign manager, comms person, field strategy. I've done it all. And that takes time away from actually being out and talking to the people. I mean, there's a lot of admin
Yes.
work to running a campaign, updating the website, doing the social media.
Which is
and
why a
all the
lot
other
of
things.
people don't run, because it is so time consuming, not to mention
Yeah.
the money involved, but it is so time consuming.
It is, and I'm lucky because I'm self-employed that I can, shift my responsibilities around a little bit, but something always gives. You,
I've
you
been
can't do
self-employed. You
100%
don't
to
have
all
to tell
things.
me.
Right, right. Yeah.
So, I mean, when you're working this, when you're doing this campaign as an independent, you said you're talking about, the little things that people don't always realize. I'm sure you had some amazing help along the way. Would you like to say thank you to anyone
I
in
would
particular?
absolutely, and thank you. Thank you for letting, reminding me to be grateful, because I start almost every conversation with I'm honored and grateful to be here. I'm honored and grateful to have the support that I had. First family, because, I had to shift around responsibilities in family life. I'm a mom and a wife first. So thank you, Ivan and Amani. They're in the room. I have Aunt Sherry and my mother in the room back there. So thank you all. Thank all my volunteers and all my supporters, my friends, my colleagues, family, everybody.
So, as we tend to ask folks when they come in, no matter how the numbers fall, I mean, obviously you want to come out ahead, which would be fantastic. If what's next for you? If, let's say, the votes do come your way, what are you looking forward to next?
Oh, if the votes do come my way?
Yeah,
Oh, well, I'll
always
probably.
the optimist.
Oh, okay.
Always the
Okay,
optimist.
great.
I
Well,
am.
I'm gonna be putting in some bills about, good governance reforms. So I'd love to see some term limits, some campaign finance, um, ranked choice voting, so that we can encourage competition and not stifle it, and that the voters can get their full, ability to express their preferences when they go to the polls in a race like mine, where there's 3 or more candidates, of course. And, making sure that small businesses are put before large corporations and monopolies, and that we're supporting our farmers and our agritourism and preserving our beautiful rural country that we live in here.
Very well said, especially for Culpeper County, for sure. Donnie, anything else you want to add?
No, I just wish you the best.
Thank you.
Hope things go your way.
Yeah.
If that's the way the people vote.
That's the way they went. Yeah.
Oh, Miss Melson, I cannot say thank you enough for, again, as I said before, putting your voice forward, putting yourself forward, putting in the work, what it takes to do this race. We all know it's not easy. I appreciate putting forth the effort. And again, thank you for coming tonight.
Thank you. Come out and say hi to my husband.
I could do that.
All right.
Thank you
Yeah,
again. Have a
thank you.
wonderful night.